In our first story, health authorities in the Cape Coast metropolis are still battling with cholera cases as there are attempts to ban food vending on the campuses of the University of Cape Coast and allied institutions in the metropolis. Over 400 people have so far been affected by the outbreak since it broke about a month ago. Our correspondent Richard Kwejonya visited some of the health facilities in the metropolis and has come through this report.
Hospitals in the Cape Coast metropolis continue to receive many cholera cases. The Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, the RIM Hospital, the Cape Coast Metro Hospital and the University of Cape Coast Hospital are recording high numbers in this outbreak. The University of Cape Coast Hospital, for instance, has recorded 200 cholera cases, and there are fears the situation might worsen if rigorous solutions are not adopted to deal with the situation now that the students are about writing their end of semester exams. Some of the car parks at the University of Cape Coast Hospital have been turned into cholera treatment centers. University health authorities have stepped up campaigns, and there are plans to halt all food vending activities for students to cook their own foods in their respective hostels and halls of residence. Benjamin Amuakon is the Cape Coast Disease Control Officer.
No, the outbreak is still not over as they are still recording cases. We should just watch the food they eat and then what they drink. We advise that at least people should cook their own food. Mental health director Cape Coast is very happy. The University administration has taken the issue and also going ahead to ensure that food vending on campus is stopped for the meantime unless the outbreak is over. And like us, even the exams are approaching, people patronizing outside food and the work will be high, and they're taking the initiative to work to ensure that food vending is stopped so that we wouldn't have cases of cholera on the university campus and even its environment. At least patronizing food from outside, it should be stopped or should be minimized. For now, I can say we recorded more than the cumulative cases, more than 400.
For now, students have been cautioned to be mindful of where they eat and to keep basic health safety practices to prevent the situation from escalating. Richard Kwejonya, Joy News, Cape Coast.
Now we take you to the campaign trail where President John Dramani Mahama is promising the people of the Western region more good roads, more jobs and a lot more economic prosperity if he is retained for the next 4 years. The president has again started a tour of the region over the weekend and commissioned the Takoradi-Kojo-Krom railway line. Seth Kwame Boateng is traveling with the president and has come through this report.
After commissioning the Takoradi-Kojo-Krom railways, President Mahama proceeded to Dadioso, Enchi, Takwa, Seshria Menfi, and Prestia for rallies. Party supporters were not bothered waiting from morning till midnight for the president to address them. He told the people to be vigilant and guard themselves against deceit by the MPP. One factory, one village, one day.
A person who knows he can't redeem his promises just promises at will. He or she does that because he knows he won't fulfill his promises. The NPP has done it before, and they have started making promises again. They claim my government is bad, and I have incurred a lot of debts. They are saying this so that if they win the elections, God forbid, they will say there's no money to construct the factories. During the first NPP administration, the young ones could not marry, but a lot of young people, including the NPP youth organizers, are getting married under my regime.
President Mahama says he's confident of victory and urged his party supporters not to allow themselves to be provoked by the opposition. He promised done with his second term, roads in the western region will be one of the best.
The situation looks easier when you're on the fence. It's just like playing football. It is easier to score goals when you are in the stands because you are scoring with your mouth, not your legs. That's exactly what the NPP is doing. Do not believe them.
I will bring you a lot more reports today. But the flag bearer of the Great Consolidated Popular Party, Dr. Henry Lartey, has learned of suggestions he has endorsed President John Dramani Mahama for monetary gains. Dr. Lartey, who announced his support for the Democratic Congress candidate at a press conference in Kumasi over the weekend, said he took the decision because of the project and policies introduced by the Mahama-led administration to improve the life of Ghanaians.
Social media, especially WhatsApp, has been agog with messages Dr. Lartey was financially his weight behind presidential candidate of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama. But Dr. Lartey shove off attempts by the Ashanti regional chairman of the party to stop him from responding to my questions on allegations he took money from the ruling NDC. When he did, he described the allegations as ridiculous and unfounded.
Yeah, let me finish. No, it's ridiculous. Where did you hear this rumor? So, really? Let her go on with all the... Please, the false alarm. We need... let me finish. The false alarm is not needed. We don't need false alarm. We need Ghana to move forward. We need Ghana to be successful. I want most farmers to be properly taken care of. I want Ghana's business to be created to be very successful. We have to create an environment for business. I want the youth to be able to get jobs in the future. This is what we want. Not 20,000 cedis in my pocket. This thing, what I'm doing, costs more than that. What I'm doing now costs more than that. But some people are so cheap. They think by just collecting money, then you've done what? That is not how to help Ghana. Collecting money for what? Collecting money to do what? To go and support somebody to win an election? No. The results is happening now, and that's what I'm supporting.
Meanwhile, Dr. Lartey has been echoing some of the process and policies of the ruling NDC he says are prototypes of the domestication mantra of the GCPP.
Now that we see that the NDC is doing positive things, they've been able to put in Commander Sugar Factory. And then they said it's not true. I went and saw it myself. That's part of domestication. Local content. I'm talking about domestication. In the oil and gas sector, a law has been passed that if you're a Ghanaian, you have access to be able to get into the industry. Surely this is a good policy. Now, from the way I'm going, you know where my loyalty is. JM, Twaso, not GCPP member in 2020.
We'll turn our attention to education, and the whole technical university has admitted its first batch of students to officially kickstart technical university courses for the 2016-2017 academic year. The 1,392 batch of students were matriculated by the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Emmanuel Sechi. Addressing the freshmen, Professor Sechi implored students to take advantage of numerous opportunities that would emerge as they climb the academic ladder. Fred Kwame Sari has a lot more in this report.
1,500 applications were received by the whole technical university for consideration to be admitted for various programs. Out of these, 117 applicants were denied admission. Speaking at the matriculation ceremony, acting Vice Chancellor of the institution, Professor Emmanuel Sechi, urged the students to avail themselves for extracurricular activities while they simultaneously remain committed to their studies to achieve academic excellence in their respective courses. Professor Sechi, however, warned that any student who flouts the laws would be dealt with according to the laws of the university.
For polytechnic is an institution of opportunities. You will agree with me that wherever we have opportunities, there are threats as well. There are problems as well. But I believe you will agree with me that notwithstanding the problems and the threats, the opportunities far outweighs those problems. And you are here to focus on the opportunities, take advantage of them, and move on.
The institution previously Hope Polytechnic is among 6 polytechnics that were converted into technical universities earlier this year. Fred Kwame Asari's report for Joy News.
The 2016 Joy FM Family Party in the Park took place at the Legon Botanical Gardens earlier on Sunday, and families converged at the recreational facility to spend some time together and have a lot more fun with presenters of your superstation Joy 99.7 FM. And Joy Business Kuku Apia was there and gives us a wrap-up of the events day.
Families, friends and colleagues all trooped to the Legon Botanical Gardens in Accra for Joy FM's Party in the Park, the event which provided the perfect opportunity for parents to spend quality time with their kids, also provided a perfect platform for families to make new friends. Some children who spoke to Joy FM expressed excitement at the bouncy castles and slides provided at the event. Families who participated in the magical won cartons of Starkist among many other prizes. Overall, the day was fun-filled with music, food, games like charades, ampe, musical chairs, among many others. Van J Opticals also provided eye screening for participants. I was at the event and spoke to some families who attended.
Oh, I've been coming here since the inception of this Joy FM program or the event, and today is special because it's her birthday today. So I brought her with the other siblings and cousins to just have fun. All work and no play.
I was here last year and the fun was great. So this time I came with my wife and then the whole family. Wow. Yeah, and so we're expecting something massive, something tempting, and something, of course, that will get us off our seats.
I'm Helena Baby.
Helena, why are you here? Who are you here with?
I'm here with my niece and nephew. It's just to relax, have some fun, release some tension. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'm here to have fun. I came with my friends from Beacon School, and what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Things. Yes.
The annual Party in the Park event organized by Joy FM brings together families across the length and breadth of the capital for a healthy dose of family fun, good music, food, and wide variety of games and activities.
And that's it for the highlights of the news. Talking about news, we have a lot more in updated stories as we review the newspapers and also look at a lot more stories on various news portals. We'll start with myjoyonline.com. We'll look at other stories as well on CTFM Online and then the BBC Africa page. In the meantime, we have to take a break. But again, we're going to have in the studio the Executive Secretary for the National Media Commission, George Sapon, will be with me as we look at the content of a report of and taking particularly about the role of the media and other sectorial as well as stakeholder agencies in the current electioneering. I hope that you will make a date with us in the next hour of the program. But we're taking a break. When we come back, a review of the newspapers. Please do stay on.